Hey there, everyone. March 31st, 2025, end of the month. I'm looking forward to April. Can't believe it's April already. I went by super fast. But what we're looking at here is our Gumroad page for the Cursed Village setting pack. So we've got 5 avatars that are included all together for 35 bucks. And they're all fully rigged, facial animations, finger animations, logic for clothing toggles, and facial expressions in VRChat. So the whole 9 yards, they're ready to go. I just want to show that there, and you can check them out at vrforge.gumroad.com. And yeah, they're looking good. And now, what I want to go over is what we're getting ready for next. So we're looking ahead into the next month, next pack of characters. So what I'm really hoping to create this time is kind of an elf high magic setting. So we've got our character concepts over here. Ignore the missing arms. What I've done to create these concepts is use an image to 3D generator. And so I'd take like bits of armor, run it through the generator, and then I'd have like a quick little piece of little item. So for example, the like shoulders here, or this arm here. And it just helped me kind of really quickly block out stuff. Everything's still very, very rough at the moment. There's a lot of just nonsensical pieces. Things don't quite match up. And of course, I don't want to use things exactly as they are. So a lot of cleanup is needed. But the visual concept, the kind of the identity of the character was really easy to hone in on using that method. So quite exciting. Yeah, I think we're going to have like kind of a warrior type character. Probably a magic user, some sort of ranger, and then probably like the leader of this little bunch, this little gang here. I'm going to try to, as I make the clothing, ensure that I'm making them in a very modular way. That's going to be a main focus once I actually get to the actual creation of the assets, because I want to ensure that everything I'm making has maximum utility, and that limits kind of some of the concepts, like how certain things can work together, or there's just certain things that might not fit all characters, basically. But generally, if we're making a pair of pants, I'd like that pair of pants to be made on its own, so that I can put it on any character and work with it. And there's a little more we'll be doing with that later, but that's a general idea. Excuse me. And yeah, but I really am pleased with these results. I feel like we got some really good visuals, just kind of a nice starting point. I also want to make some additional haircuts and stuff. And, obviously this is all pretty rough at the moment, but gives me a really good idea of where I'm going. Let me turn on the rendering here. And then on this side, we have our kind of monsters. So I'm hoping to have a cast of heroes / NPCs. So heroes / NPCs, and then monsters. And then eventually, when I'm making a setting, I'd love to have some background pieces as well. So some like actual world building pieces and prefabs that we're able to use, like houses, streets, things like that. Things to really quickly build out a setting, put some characters into it, put some monsters into it, and basically good to go. That's, fingers crossed, where we're going to end up eventually. But for now, we're focusing on kind of heroes and NPCs and monsters. And we got this, I'm thinking like a slime skeleton theme. So we got our little worm skeleton, which might get rid of this puddle and make them a little bit more wormy-like. Then, of course, the classic slime cube. And then I'm thinking of like slime skeleton. And these two, what I'm thinking is there'll be a spectrum between these two, where like this one, they have more or less slime and more or less pieces of armor. I think that'll work quite nicely, where, like this version can have one eye, one pauldron, just a piece, like one boot. So it just looks like they're kind of decomposing, or gives you an idea of how difficult or how much health that character might have. Goes from just the naked skeleton to the fully armored one, fully kitted out. And then we got kind of an extra special mob over here. I'm gonna hide this for now. which is like a larger, almost worm-like, serpent-like skeleton or something, some sort of monstrosity. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more. I'm not sure exactly how I want to frame it. I might have like a big cluster of heads or skulls up here, which I think would be pretty cool. And then I probably want one more character like the big bad. So that way you have that gradation of difficulty that you'd expect in most games, or any collection of enemies. But that's a general theme for this one. So it's kind of elves and maybe like a cursed temple. Something like that. Yeah, thanks for checking it out. Tomorrow, we're hopefully going to be moving straight to making the bodies for the characters and finishing the concepts. So hopefully I'll have an update for you then. Again, please check out the Cursed Village Gumroad. Would really appreciate your support. This is the mission. This is the goal. This is kind of our first pack, kind of getting our feet wet. And now we are really going to try to push the quality and push the scope of these projects. But thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.